Oh, okay, that should be working. Hello everybody, for the second time we didn't mess up the first time at all. Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hello Favor.
Oh.
Alright, so let's look at your map a little bit. So, a little bit of a just quick team comp assessment. You need to realize what they have. They have a Hanzo, so one shot potential, a little bit careful. They have a Ashe, so higher spam close range, but normally you have a Widow, so the Ashe should not be able to play so much. They have a Kiriko, which is a lot less healing than you, but the main difference is you have a Rain, they have a Sig, so how exactly does the Rain go in this comp? Honestly, I don't think it does any good, because the Sig is the main source of damage. Uh, I don't know if you ever played a ranked game with a Sig. Normally, he has the higher stat of damage of the whole game, because Sig does just a shit ton of damage, and and he can do it at range, which range counts. And as if I recall correctly, at some point that's gonna cost you a lot of time, because they're gonna all back up on these stairs, which is pretty bad if you have a Sig, because the Sig can just poke them out and force them to go into the open where the sniper can kill them. But here you have a Rain, and the Rain has difficult time crossing here, which means the stairs are a much more viable defense point. And yeah, I think that's gonna happen at one point in the game, if I recall correctly. Uh, yeah, the lack of range pressure of poke from a Rain can really be felt, and I think we're gonna find some example.
Yeah, it's also harder for Ryan to close the gap between Sigma, especially on
Yeah,
Circuit Rail.
yeah,
It's a very
especially
linear map.
because Sig, on the other hand, doesn't need to close the gap to be effective. Rain does. So yeah. Granted, once the Rain closes the gap, he's more effective. But can he? That's the question. And the answer to that, I believe, is no. So, okay, we see here pretty pretty decent setup. The, may Maybe the Widow can play a little more safe, because against better Widow you're gonna be headshotted if they all stand here. The Zen is pretty good position. The Rain is not effective yet because he's not in range. The Ashe positioning is interesting. It creates a crossfire with the Widow and the Zen, and that's cool. So far so good. Here you lose somebody to random spam. That's a little sad. And here is the first big mistake of the game. You need to clear this high ground.
Yeah.
This high ground is not good in the sense that defenders have cover here, a good cover. No, attackers have good cover. My bad. Defenders don't really, because the stairs here is a pretty bad piece of cover, and also you cannot back it up if ever you start losing the front here. Which means, like, if you only believe you can stay on the stairs, but you start losing the front line duel over here on the bridge, you cannot back up, so you don't have a backup plan, because here you're way too exposed to snipers. So this high ground is pretty bad. Most team will like be on it, but once the attacker comes, they just drop it, because it's not worth defending. They would rather defend this corner, or even sometimes a little bit behind if they are not at advantage, like if they lost somebody, maybe the second corner. But what what you will see most team do is claim the high ground here, and make the attackers do their homework and come and claim it, and then eventually drop. But in your case, if you're not contesting and trying to reclaim this high ground, that means you're giving it for free, and then it becomes a real pain in the ass. And here you see you're indecisive, you try to go without, and who are you fighting?
Gonna get poked from the high ground there.
Yeah. to be honest, a very big individual mistake not go chug gunning here. But for her defense, where should she be? Where should the Ash be? There is nowhere good because they have the high ground for free. I mean, the Sig and Zen are completely free of dominating this high ground, and they have the Kiriko here. Like, you guys have a Widow that cannot. I mean, the Widow could play far back and try to contest the high ground from range, which honestly should be the play here. But you have no good position. Like, they're not full. They're down 2. Like, and there is no reason to not push and claim this high ground. Especially since now, at least now, like they have no retreat. Like they have a rain in the back. They have a rain in the back. Probably the rain wants to go high ground to claim this high ground. Otherwise, it's not the Widow that's gonna do it. But somebody needs to do it. Probably the rain. You cannot try to ignore this. Because look what happens. They're respawning, the rain has 2 angles to cover. Here they're dropping the diagon for absolutely no reason. Quite a rookie mistake. And you're disorganized and you fall again. So, next try. You're not full. You're down 1 here, so don't go too early. That's good, it's good waiting, that you should wait more. The Zen is nowhere near to be ready to attack with you. The Zen discord is really important. Also the Zen damage, whether it's on people or on the shield, are extremely valuable in this comp. So
yeah, we gotta try the enemy shield as quickly as possible, so they have no cover.
Yeah, and see, that's what I was mentioning at the start. Now you have a problem. This train is gonna spend all this shield, all this HP, trying to get here, and these guys are not pressured on a position where they should. And that's
the stairs is not good for them if because they can't really go back. They're gonna get pushed into the open.
Like if you had something to, if you could like collectively push and probably with a Sig would be much better at spamming them here, push them out of the stairs without the pathetic piece of cover here which is barely protecting them. Like, you would be in great shape, but now the rain pick is really felt because he can't really cross with the Discord. Look how fast he melts. He just can't cross. And they can stay on the stairs. They shouldn't be able to. Okay, and you lost 1, and they gave up the stairs, but there was no threat because they just killed the Widow, so there was no threat of retreating. And now you've spent all your resources trying to get them. They got a pick on the way, and they're in a good position still. And you ended up dying. This flux is absolutely not necessary. It really shows we are not in a very high level, but anyway. So next fight. Okay, a little bit of a pause here. How do you win this fight? What's your win condition? Yeah, you can give me answer. I cannot hear you. So no, I just want you to do the mental exercise of knowing how do you win this fight. Okay, condition number 1. You get a rain on top of a Sigma that can swing freely. Okay, that's not very realistic, but that's a win condition. You get early picks with a Zen, with an Ash, with an Echo. You have some chances. 3. You out-resource them. Can you? No, you can't because you have way less poke. Now you have an Echo, and the Ash is free to shoot for most of the time. So the poke is no longer a win condition. So this fight is gonna be unwinnable. What you wanna do, because you still have time on the time bank, is to try to force out ultimates. If you can force out the trance, if you can force out the kitsune, and the bob and dragon, I wouldn't care. But if you can force out the two support ults, you might have a chance to win the next fight. Here, you really have nothing for you. You have nothing going for you, but you have time bank. So I would advise to simply take a dry fight and try to get these ultimates out. Doom doom. Okay, we have an attempt of claiming aggron. Don't know why you guys are not rotating. Yeah, no, the Zen, the BAP at the very least should be rotating here. The Ashe can probably take another angle, maybe at the car, because that's a pretty good position. She can be healed by a BAP here. But whether it's the Zen staying here, whether it's the Zen staying here and Ashe at the car, I don't care. But playing 4 people there, that's just not okay. You're not doing anything over there. Okay, does Zen finally reach a good position? The Ashe is completely out of range. Okay, you're complete. Like I know you said you wanted to go top 500, but this is not very encouraging. Like, you are not playing at your range. Like, the only thing you're doing here is being threatened by the Hanzo more than you threaten the Hanzo yourself. So this is I would say Echo could arguably like be looking for an early pick on the left side here, because she can use this cover while flying. So Echo could work, honestly. This positioning from Ashe, way too little pressure. And if you in the poke comp, if you keep not pressuring at max the enemies, and they do, you're gonna lose resources much faster than they do, and you're gonna die basically by default. So optimizing how much pressure you put to the opponent is the key in poke comp. Okay, now we're getting the second try. That's much better try, because the Zen just forgot to discord the rain. So you somewhat are able to claim the stair. That's a very huge pin, I must say. Okay, now these two ults, but this fight was so long that now it's gonna be a little rough on the recontest. Now you should die quick. You do. The problem is you got the wrong ults. Like, this Zen Trance is gonna save them from a Shatter, or from I don't know, maybe a copy with no matter what the ultimates, maybe a Sig ult or something. The Trance is gonna save them. That means you're taking a fair fight, where if you somehow manage to force the support ults, yeah, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna manage to speak. If you added the trance out, like, you would have had a real like chance of just winning, like, by killing them. Now they're gonna survive no matter what ultimate you're throwing at them. That means after you trade the offensive ult for the trance, you're gonna be in a fair fight, and that's way less effective than if you force the trance.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Signal. 30 seconds remaining.
Okay, this is I'm not exactly sure what I've watched, actually.
Sigma.
Okay, let me check that again. Okay, you arrived to this fight. Now you have a Sigma. So much more consistent pressure. That's
Adaptive circuits engaged.
okay. This copy is way too aggressive. You get the Ash, but I just recalled. You get the Ash. You were aiming at a Sigma. This copy is probably way too aggressive for Sigma. Like you probably can allow yourself to just copy Sigma and poke from here, and that's fine. Even if you don't have your ultimate, if you can put pressure from here, and your Sigma can put pressure from down there, over there, like they're gonna collapse, or they're gonna have to use the trance. Here, this is like a very suicidal copy, and now you all have to take the fight in the Kitsune, and yeah, those lined up headshots. The baby gets cut off because the high ground is not cleared, because you didn't clear the high ground, and now you lose.
I also feel like when people use copy, they kind of think they're invincible or something, and don't have a lot of time to get a lot of value. But you can take your time as when you're copied, and if you're copied as Sigma, you can stay a bit back. You only have 300 health or something when you're copying a tank, so you have to
300.
actually play safe and don't just copy and to think you're doing a 5k. You have to be very big brain.
You're not invincible, and like generally the having 2 Sigma is such a huge amount of poke in some situation like this one, that you don't even need to try to get an ultimate. You just need to be at the right time, doing the right thing, which was poke them out of this garbage position, and you would have been fine. You don't have to pretend like you're invincible and just go for super risky copy on top of the enemy like that. That's not how you get the most value out of copy. Like of course, copy is a very complex ultimate, and there is often a few different ways of using. You could argue about one or the other. Definitely, suiciding with it is not the play.
Yeah, and also like thinking about what they have on the team and what brings most value to the table in that specific fight. So if you are missing antis or something, you can like copy down and go for some huge antis. So yeah, looking for specific heroes is a very good idea.
There's a ton of there's a ton of way of using copy, but like going in depth this, like it would be like it would be very long. So we're still gonna try to Vod review this map specifically after. If we wanna discuss copy, we probably can. Okay, this recontest is not good either, for many reasons. So the Sombra is going to set up. I think this is an interesting. You put the TP here. I think that's an interesting play to recontest. This though, like you don't have the TP down. You could have a TP here for 2 retouch instead of 1. This though is not good. Okay, Sombra can pop off of invisibility at any time, so and anywhere on the card, so she's not gonna die in the first 0.5 second. She probably has TP, so she can squeeze as much. She can stay as long as they don't pressure her. So and she can TP out, and she can maybe retouch. You all need to suicide lamp her. Echo, I don't know why you're here honestly, but that's fine. I mean, panic. I know you're all panicking, but this is also big panic move. Your Sombra is fine, completely fine for at least another 10 seconds. If she has TP out, I think you should have TP. You should have TP set up for a second recontest. the suicide to lamp a sombra that should be fine is not the play. Either if you have stay hidden, wait for them to turn on a sombra and then lamp, then you would not have died. You would have kept being useful, and also the lamp would have come at a much better time. The this is like not a team. I'm trying to not focus on the individual mistakes, but some of them are pretty important, which is normal at your level, but sometimes they make a huge difference, and the team plan goes completely out of the window because of it. Here, there is not much more to do now. You've been completely stopped. Okay.
Pass into the
Ready
So,
for battle.
real lack of coordination, lack of understanding of how to play the map. That's a very map specific thing, but understanding how to claim this high ground, why we're playing some heroes and not others. I mean, usually we go double sniper because the range. If you look at the ranges of effectiveness, they are here, which is just here is fine for Ashe, but that's risky, so most people will play a little further, and that's not optimal for Ashe. Here, that's not optimal for Ashe either, neither Sojourn, just for example. And like here also from this, these are much more sniper maps. These mostly play snipers because of the range optimization. You know, it's the other picks are usually not as good because of the range. Yesterday I say you could squeeze a Ashe instead of a Widow if they don't have range threat, but here on this map, very specifically, the range is so sniper oriented that you usually wanna go with Widow Hanzo. Okay, second, like the understanding of how to claim these first points is clearly lacking. And third, you are switching up comp to do absolutely weird things. And you should try to have a plan of what you wanna play and what you wanna do with these heroes, because if we take a look at the last comp you were playing at the end,
Also, like,
it looks like nothing, guys.
I wanna say something here. Also, like, in scrims, like switching off mid game can kind of fuck up your team coordination, because sometimes people don't see if you're like switching, and sometimes it's just so you have to like sort it out with the team first if you want to switch, or if the right pick is, if I switch to this hero, does that make like, do you think this will make good for this team comp? And yeah, so it's not like comp where you just can switch whatever, and so it's much more team dependent when you're scrimming on what heroes you're picking.
So you should start looking at some of the coordinations, because I know Ball was taken just after the just to recontest, but look at these. Look at wow, that's crazy how it doesn't work at all. Okay, can I okay, look at these guys. Do these guys work well together? Not at all. The echo can never be healed by BAP, like almost never. It it's just impractical to spend time launching nades onto an echo, and like these kind of things, like you should be able to start seeing. Honestly, you should be able to just refute a pig just because he has no synergy with the rest of the team, okay? That was the end of first round. We don't care about this. We've went over it already.
Ready for battle.
Ready for battle. That's what we want.
Ready for battle.
Okay. How many times are we ready for battle?
Ready for battle.
Years, apparently.
Ready for battle.
Real?
Ready for
You're
battle.
You're barely playing. What the f... Jesus, okay. So here, you are playing this very, very wrong. What's wrong with it? Okay, take 2 minutes and try to find for yourself the answer. What is very, very, very wrong with how you're positioned? Okay, answer in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I love doing this. This is very wrong for one main reason. This is your main line of damage. Okay, that's direction from 1 damage that can be blocked by 1 shield and cannot be avoided by cutting 1 line of sight or a grasp. And that's your secondary line of damage, which is shooting at nothing, barely a sigma. This is completely ineffective. Okay, this map is a very big line, so there is little outplay to do. There is little crossfire you can do, but you still can do much more than this. You could have, for example, a Widow playing here. That has some range threat, and which is still effective because she's a hit scan, which is much more effective at range than a Hanzo, which is projectile. You could have a Sig that does damage as the range he can do damage because he cannot throw his projectiles as far as he wants. You could have a Hanzo here, that's fine, and then you could have like a Bap a little bit more backed up so he doesn't get pick up and he can heal and shoot a little bit of what he sees. And then you could have a Zen. Yeah, maybe here, why not? Maybe not, I don't know, maybe not here, trying to vary to make different angles. Also, I don't specifically like here because one, you never know when the Widow's gonna peek, and she's choosing. You have no word to say. This cover is pretty bad. Like, it only allows you to repick 1 place, and you're gonna get sonicked, and then you're gonna not be able to repick. And after, if ever you lose the bridge battle, which you're gonna do because they have cover, you don't. We went over this. How do you get out? You can't, because you need to cross the fucking doubled sniper, and that you can't. So
yeah, as a Sand main as well, I would probably play close to the wall there on the right side, so I can drop down quickly when they push.
I like this place too.
Like right on.
That's my favorite. But this kind of setup, only 1 line of fire is garbage. So now the next time, how you wanna fix this? The next time you play poke, every single one is asking yourself, where do I play to compare to my teammate to create an off angle? Because in poke you most likely have 3 or 4 off angles at minimum, sometimes 5. Otherwise you're not gonna create enough pressure and enough different pressure for people to die. And here you have like 2 angles, 1.5 maybe. This grapple is suicider. You're still playing 1 angle. The Hanzo took a little bit of an off angle, that's good. Wow, you took an off angle. Look what it gets. Picks. Crazy. Okay, now you the Hanzo, the second biggest source of damage of the team, just died, so you could push the Sigma. Especially since they don't have Suzu, they don't have Grasp. You can push this. You need to be more aggro. Okay, that's a fine pick. Okay, you got the sick. Okay, that's all good. I'll give you that. And now they're playing dive. And they're gonna cheese you. You know why they're playing dive? They're playing dive because you're all sitting here. And here they can reach. Here, if they wanna reach you against the Discord, against the Hanzo burst damage, against potential Widow headshots, against the sick damage on the backline, they can't. So here the dive is only gonna work if you stand all in the main group. The Widow sticking at off angle. I like this. Okay, and now you're three at the same place, so it has a decent chance of working. Unfortunately, for them the Kiriko just decided to feed. Okay, the Winston Discord should maybe die, but that's fine. Okay, and the Tracer just cannot close the gap and be effective, so she dies. And now you're making them their task even easier. You're playing even closer. There is no reason to. Okay, just if you wanna choose, the Hanzo plays the closer position because it's a projectile. He's much more. He's gonna hit much more shots the closer he is. The Widow plays at range. You guys are reverting it. And then you're playing way too passive here. Like your Trent is not farming fast enough. Like you need to try to farm much more damage than this. And now you all stacked up on top in a diveable range. Now you're all turning on the monkey, which is bubble. Fine, you save your Zen, but the monkey is completely fine. And the Tracer made his way onto the backline. And now it's really annoying to deal with, because look at how many things you have to deal with. A Winston from behind, a Echo from top, a Tracer behind, and an Ana that can shoot freely at them on the back. And a Kiriko flanking. Nah, you never know. Why not? And now you die. No comment. So here you can make a touch. That's not good. What's not good? You're two trying to touch at the same time. There is no reason. The Tracer can do it first, then she can recall, then Lucio can maybe touch a little bit, then maybe the Tracer again. Maybe even if the Lucio dies, but that's gonna give you much more time than if you go both die on point at the exact same time. That's now Tracer's gonna die probably. Yeah. No, there is pretty much nothing else to do. You lost the map, but it's fine. It's good to play for the map. I don't like to play for the the entirety of the point, like, because you're gonna take always the same fight no matter how you play the first round, and I don't like that. I think that's good. You try to contest. That's good practice. That's much better practice than just playing all the time the same points over and over. Like it makes you adapt a little more. Okay, now what's the comp? What we doing here? Okay, we're having some nice spins, and that's great. That's funny.
Yeah, now we're kind of doing that competitive.
Yeah, this is your average plat ranked, but this is not comp, you have no win condition consistently. The BAB does not go any good with the Tracer and the Ball. The Hanzo has no purpose in the comp. The Zen is completely free to be dived. Nothing is working together.
Yeah, probably optimal comp will be here if you're gonna go with the Ball is going break with the Zen and switching off the. Oh yeah, you're going break for the Zen there actually.
Yeah.
So this is much better.
Okay, this took you a little time. I mean, a little time that was like one fight on the point, maybe one fight here, and now you're going for the third fight of the point. That took you a really long time to switch, but now you have somewhat of a win condition. But the Zen dies late, and you're gonna struggle because the next fight you can take is on point. Okay. The comps have changed tremendously. What are with the win conditions here? You did it. So, what are the win conditions here? The Reaper killing the monkey. That's a good one condition actually. A monkey cannot really dive close to a Reaper. But do we need really more peeling for the backline? Or does the brig is supposed to be enough? I think the brig is supposed to be enough. I think a Sombra would have been much better because you can punish this really fragile backline with double flanker and a dive tank. This is a very fragile backline that you can harass and kill. The Echo by herself is hackable, killable really quickly. The Tracer is not too much of a threat because you have a rig. I would have gone Sombra here, but Reaper is definitely not the worst pick. It's playable, so let's see how it goes. Okay, the big difference with the Reaper though with Sombra is the Reaper is not as good as at diving people. That means he's gonna have to play a little more brawly, a little more defensively, and the dive will only be Tracer and the dives will be only Tracer and Ball, which means you're gonna kill less probably, but maybe you're gonna be a little more secure against the monkey dives. It's okay. It's not such a bad choice. Now you have only mines, which means you're gonna need a miracle to win this fight because the economy is not good. The miracle that just happened because the Kiriko just decided to fade again. The monkey thought he could go kill the Zen because he's a Zen, but he forgot the brig is overpowered. And now you can clean up this. Let's go back. Okay, and now you've claimed the fight for free, absolutely free. You've reclaimed the fight you had no business winning, so you're in a pretty good position. Your ults are coming back. Okay. Two things. What are we keeping Trance for? What are we keeping Rally for? And the third thing, of course, but you should have it all the time in mind. How do you win the next fight? So, how you win the next fight? You kill the backline. Pretty easy. Doesn't change. What do you use the Trance for? Okay, let's see. They have a nano, they have a copy, they might have very hard engage tools because a nano echo or nano diva or nano tracer can be extremely hard. Should you use copy or trance? I would say depends, but I would go with the trance first, considering the nano echo is probably gonna burst through the rally. So I would go with trance for the nano echo and the copy, and maybe rally after if it's needed. Otherwise, you keep it for next fight because rally on the last fight is super strong. So now that you have this in mind, theoretically, and the next stream I hope you have this in mind, I mean, I hope you will be able to win this kind of fight. Okay, here you have no more. Only Zen has poke damage. The Tracer, how did you die? Really, like sneaking around? No, if you're sneaking around, you need to be sneaky. If you get spotted, what the fuck is this? Okay, just a quick question. Where do you wanna dive them? Where is your ball likely gonna be able to engage them? Probably not here, so there is no point hiding here. Ball's probably gonna engage them when they're rotating here, maybe here, or I don't know, maybe in stairs if they rotate stairs. Probably you can hide here, you can hide here, you can even stay on top and just go with the ball front line, but this is not okay. Let's see what happens to you. Try to go for one clip, that's... Haha! And now you get finished. Okay, not a very good play. Okay, now why are you going in? You lost Tracer, there is no reason to go in. Okay, good back, the Zen was not safe. Back up, you're down one. You're down one and your ball is super low and she's trying to run away. Don't go frontline here. Okay, the Reaper is safe because he has raid. So now it's fine. Triss is on back. You kinda use raid here because you were overextended. You could have kept it for the engage. But it's fine. And this run. You should not die here. The positioning is bad. The rally is late. At least trains or something. But dying here, really bad moment to die. Okay, that's a good trade from the ball. The mines here, if it gets you the Diana, maybe that's fine. Otherwise, on point in these kind of situation can be often the best play. Okay, now break is frontlining. You shouldn't.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Wrecking ball.
And now you die because
30 seconds.
you Kai fed, then Zen fed, then everything crumbled. Okay, there is no point recontesting this. You're not gonna win this play the next points. No. The only thing you're gonna do is die now, means they can have the card at least here for free. Favor left. He's out. He's completely out. What happened to you, Favor?
Oh, my Discord crashed. My bad.
Oh, well, that's fine, you know. Alright. So here a little bit of two extreme recontest. Okay, this diva is controlling the aggro, that is gonna be annoying for you. Because if she stays on high ground, that means your Zen cannot cross. Otherwise, it's gonna get dropped by a diva, which has booster and can get away if she needs. So you definitely need to claim this high ground. Think you're doing it. Takes you a little bit of time, but that's fine. You're going. Doesn't take so much damage, but that's fine. In the meantime, that's a good duel to get. Now you need to escape alive, guy. Just stabilize because you've been spending your resources fighting here. The echo, you're probably not in position to push immediately. You need to wait 2 seconds at least. Okay, now it's stabilizing, and now you can go. And now this Hana cannot stay on high ground for free. That's Diva's job here. Diva, you need to go on this Hana because controlling high ground, nobody can do it except you. So you need to go. it doesn't matter. Brig should not be frontlining, and probably Brig is not so much in a danger of Nano Diva if she's not frontlining. You don't care about this Nano Diva, just ignore, go for Diana. Okay, what's she gonna do? She's gonna kill the Rig? Not even. Even if Brig kind of had, she's not even dying to a Nano Diva. That's how strong Brig is. Okay, that's just a huge pulse bomb. The huge pulse bomb, huge anti. Trans coming in late, but anyways, they were antied. Okay, nothing much more to analyze. Just a huge pulse bomb. That just happens.
30 seconds remaining.
Okay, you have Sombra claiming Angron. I don't know. Where is your TP? Is he in spawn? No TP in spawn. You need to be more effective. If you want to take out the Sombra at this point, you need to be super effective in farm EMP really fast. To at least I don't know. Just put it in the stairs and make some comeback. Playing Sombra 76, just spamming, get your EMP, get some axe on some valuable targets. The Echo is not bad, but the Echo here is not gonna die. The Echo, when they are here fighting for the last meters, might be dying. Okay, that's a decent rally, but then you need to punish the Diva.
10 seconds.
Diva is overextended, that's fine. She dies. Okay, now you just have rally advantage in your contest fight. You cannot lose this. That's all. That's all there is to it. Okay. So, the book, a lot of work to do on it. But you know what? That's fine. Now let's look at your second code.
Paul.
Nepal, yeah, we said Nepal. How do you say it in English? Nepal?
Yeah, Nepal. Yes.
One. Traveling
I never
to
know.
Nepal.
Okay, this map was pretty interesting too. We're gonna talk about mostly how to win. Like, you all should have a win condition in mind. Okay, so first thing, the Queen doesn't need as much healing as a Ram, so probably you can squeeze a Kiriko into this, because the Tracer's not needing a lot of heals either. Granted, with like Mei Hanzo, you probably BAP is good, but in this case you probably can have a Kiriko, which makes you being way more safe and no need to care about flankers. Happily they don't have, but
Choose very strong in that comp. A lot of flexibility. Do what you want.
I mean that's detail. That's just okay. The Lucio feeding, that's not detail. That's not good. Now you need to go on this run. Okay, you gotta go duel. You're down one. Like super early. Your only chance is to trade. Your only chance to try to win this is to trade. So you need to go hard on this ramp. That's a very good shout timing, but now that they all went here, just turn and go on the back line. Okay, just on person early, you didn't trade, because sometimes it's impossible to trade, it's not your fault. So that's a pretty good pick. I don't know what happened here, but I don't want to know, honestly. That should not happen. Okay, that's a pretty good opportunity to go kill. It's fine. You get the Nemesis out. You're still down one, so once you get the Nemesis out,
Nemesis.
I wouldn't go. like, okay, you got the Nemesis out, that means when your Meg is gonna be back on in the fight, they're gonna be down a little bit of resources, and probably you can do something. Like, now you just need to realize you don't need to hard aggro. Here you're using shout wrong to cross this space, but this space you should have gone with Lucio M speed and then have the shout to be on the ramp, to be more resisting, and not so the map doesn't need to be monitoring you all the time because you have extra health. Okay, this is still a good kill because he's just completely bad, but that's not really your merit. It's mostly because he made a huge mistake by retreating over there. This is good pick. Now you can chase. You get one pick, you get 2, and you get 3 if I recall correctly. Nice. So that's good chase. Okay, now it's the time we speak win condition. Okay, what's the main win condition? It's the ram ult. If you hard aggro the ram ult and he hard aggro the ram, and then the guy answers by ulting you, you're gonna be down resources in the storm, and you're most likely gonna die. So good thing to take in consideration. The ram as ult, we should not use everything we have to go on the ram. That's a really bad plan. Second thing to take in consideration, you have 2 insane ults in rush comps. You have the Queen ult, which without a Suzu is basically an instant win, and you have the Blizzard, which is also kind of an instant win if you use it correctly. Probably what you should be doing is using this fight to win it, try to get some ults out if you can, and use the next fight to win 2 fights instead of 1. But what you're gonna do is lose somebody, if I recall correctly, if I remember correctly. Okay, that's use Blizzard, that's fine, just kill the ram. Okay, that's fine. Using the window is not so bad. That's fine. You can. The thing is, you cannot use 3 ults. I think you could have gone with 2, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Focus. You use only one of your win condition to win this fight, and I'm already happy with this. Okay, now you need to realize you have another free fight with the Queen ult. Nah, this is where you lose somebody early, but that's fine because it's a Lucio. Lucio's gonna be back fast. Okay, here. It's arguable you could go. Like honestly, I think you can go Queen ult this and just win. Okay, they used 1. Just Queen ult the ram, kill him. It's straight up. They used their main ult, the one you really need to super be careful about. Counter him and you win.
He thinks he's invincible. He just goes in. He sees to kill.
He is so much feeding. Just now you are twisting him. That's good. Use the second ult. It's fine. Okay, now you temporize. That's fine. Except that's not very fine because your Mei is in a bad position. That means she's gonna get killed. Otherwise, what? At least maybe you can trade for the ram. No, you're not. Should have been able to. You cannot really use Queen because practically you're gonna fall. So that's another thing to take in consideration. You should be fine as long as you keep the control of the point. And now ram Mercy. Just Queen ult this and win. To do what? It's not even the
Think
fact
they
that
all do.
the education is bad. The execution is bad. Not education. The execution is bad, of course. But to do what? To go anti and kill this poor Hanzo here? Nah, kill the tank. Instant win. One kill is often enough, especially on the tank. An anti on like long-lasting anti on tank, absolute worth it.
Yep.
Okay, now the scales, you don't have the point. You don't have the point. Why you keep fighting? Regroup. Like you lose, you just kill somebody. He's gonna be back faster because it's a Lucio. He's the fastest guy in the game. That means you're gonna be in 5v4 for a brief period of time if you just regroup. Now you're just fighting in a 4v4 where they have the old advantage, and maybe you kill this ram, but still the point control is there. So okay, the ram is really hard feeding. He just doesn't know how to hold right click. But this is not very well played. The ram just hard fed, honestly. But I mean, you take those. Sometimes people feed. That also happens. Okay. Maybe should not be able to lose this. Okay.
Huge.
Easy.
Ready for battle.
So, where is the
Ready
next
for
map?
battle.
Over there. Let's go down to the village. Can I even do it? Is it solid
5,
floor? I don't think it is. I am in the mountain right now.
5,
Yeah.
Isn't it Shine down there?
3, 2,
Where's the village? I
one.
can't remember.
Yeah,
Round
I wanna
two.
look.
Capture the objective.
Oh, that's shrine. True. Where's village? Even nowhere? Yeah.
Can't remember.
Dang, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's lower.
Oh, okay. Well, the more you know. Okay, let's see how you play shrine. Okay, alright. You're taking space for free. They don't have a comp. And now you realize, they're playing the far cheesy, annoying comp. How do you win this? Okay, you win this by isolating the Mercy or going on Diana. Can you go on Diana if she stays aggro? No, not really. Nobody really can except Lucio. Maybe Lucio can get a cheeky boop. I don't know. You need to look for it. But so you cannot go on Diana. You cannot go on the. You cannot go really on the Mercy if she flies, and you don't have range pressure, and that I think that and that's kind of a comp problem. Your comp is not equipped to deal with it. So what's your best bet? Your best bet is to demake the diva, because you can still rush her with a Mei and a Queen, so you still have a chance of demaking her and keeping the point control, because if you wait too long, now she should be dead. She should be frozen and rushed on. Like if you wait too long, the Pharaoh is gonna out spam you,
The objective is now.
and it's gonna be terrible. Okay, the diva is finally demake. That's good. Oh, leave her alive. I mean, is it even a stagger if the fight was not even won? I don't know. Okay.
I don't know if we allow stagger and that's
Yeah, I don't either. It's a little bit of a gray zone. In real game though, stagger. Okay, you have point control, which is good. That means now if you simply survive with keeping point control forever, you can get 99% before they win a fight. Okay, how you do that? You keep your BAP super safe. The tracer is playing anti-flank, and the May and the Queen are touching points. They are the anchors. Okay, now you decide to go for a cheek play. It's not too bad. It could have worked, but if you really want to do that, do it in the pre-fight. Now it's a little too late. Like they already set up. The diva is already here. Like if you go back 10 seconds and you already all here is set up on top, there is no problem with this. You can effectively rush down Diana, but now the diva is here to protect her. Like she's a huge anti, and you don't have Maywall also to cut the retreats, which is important. Okay, now you lose by default because you're in the open, because your plan didn't work. So I would say rather just contest the point. That's a much simpler plan. Like, are they really gonna kill a Queen on point if the BAP stays really safe but heals her sometimes? The Lucio can heal her a little bit too. The Tracer can help to touch the point, and the Mei too. Like, are they really gonna kill you? No. So just stay on. No, not all stay on point, but just keep the Queen on touching point and keep it until 99. Maybe you lose the fight, but after you come back on a very adapted comp, maybe with an Echo, Mercy, and you just win one fight, and you just won the map. Okay. So, Nano Barrage. What can we do about this? Try to Matrix. That's pretty much what we can do. Where are you gonna go, guys? You cannot stay in the open right now. Just getting spammed by the Pharah for free. You need to choose somewhere to go. I would go on left side if it's completely free like that. I'll put the diva and the Mei on point, capping the point. Get the BAP here. You know, in a safe position where you can heal a little bit. Probably lose you with him. A Tracer can probably fight the Tracer. Okay, they're using Nano, they use Pulse. It's not getting too great value, but the barrage is. No. Pretty good. No, nobody's holding the res. And that's a big mistake. Okay, also the BAP, you got caught in the crossfire because you were in a bad position. If you come back here, you cannot drop under a Pharah diva here. Now you wait to expose over there. Just take it slow and safe here. Get a good position. Like you can jump, heal. You can cross and heal here. You're much less in danger. And then if the Pharah stops shooting, then she's probably flanking you, and then you rotate to somewhere she's not. Okay, but you guys are crossing under a fire, and it's costing you a lot of resources. And now BAP gets isolated because he's in reach. Okay, nobody holding the res, nobody holding the baby diva. Okay, that's a good freeze though. A bit late now, unfortunately. The idea of refreezing the diva is not too bad, but you can already lost too, and they got the res off. So okay, the good news is they used every single ultimate. You cannot use two. That's fine. That's not fine because it's very late death. Little far, that's annoying because now she's taking this side, and now they have really much better setup than they had before, because where do you go? Or if you go right side, you're gonna get dropped by the diva tracer. Here you're gonna get spammed by the Pharah, you cannot do anything about her if she stays high up. Now they have a much better setup and it's hard. So you need to be super synchronized. Like, yeah, that's a very good play from the Kree, recognizing she's out of cover. So the Kree carries this, although this Mercy should die. You don't repeat this as Lucio. You just won the fight. Just wait for anybody to come. You might die here. It's fine. Okay, that's not too bad. Mostly for a mistake, honestly, to be that much in the open. Okay, so here you have a noon. They don't have Pharah anymore. Way less spam. So now they have Echo that can assassinate much better, but has overall much less spam. So now you can stay a bit more in the open. The only real threat in the open is the Ana. So it should be much easier. Like way of fighting. Now this Ana is behind alone. D.Va goes for her. Yes, nice, very good. Okay, now you don't die here. Okay, get it back up. Their Ana is carrying really hard. That's a good tempo I know. It forces the recall and it gets it tempos the Nano D.Va. That's very huge. That's not very huge. That's individual mistake. Also, nobody is going on the baby D.Va, and yeah, no, Lucio probably cannot, and D.Va probably cannot because they're all watching. So it's fine. Okay, it's not too bad. You're down one, so you probably wanna retreat a little bit. Try to stabilize. Because your D.Va is in enemy territory, she's gonna take a lot of damage. She's gonna get pulled off. You need to try to go for kill the D.Va, kill the D.Va. Oh, okay, that's huge. I don't know how this Blizzard works. They have 2 D.Va. So that's fine. Okay, that's huge Blizzard though. A bit early, but it's fine. Okay, they're completely disorganized. Yeah. Okay, they played the last fight very wrong. They did not get any aggro with the Nano D.Va, and yeah, probably they should have gone for a Nano Echo, try to kill somebody. But okay, the last fight was not very instructive. But yeah, that's pretty much the 2 maps I wanted to review. So understanding like the importance of angling in poke, understanding always what your win conditions, depending of your comp. Sometimes it's just spam enemies, sometimes it's to pick off enemies, sometimes it's to dive, sometimes it's to use some ultimate, sometimes it's just to hold a position. Yeah, your win condition is very wide term. But you should try to.
It's also like determines like how you win the fight. It's like the win condition if you don't know.
Yeah, this is the question you always should have in your head. How do you win the fight? And if possible, passively. If you don't have anything to do to win the fight, like because you're playing a cheesy like not a cheesy pick, but a pick that does a job and that makes the enemy not being able to do the job they want to do, you win by default. So understanding like how do you win, and if possible, if it wins itself, like having a brig to defend the dive and wins itself, like a lot of things a lot of things in this game, like having a widow that's just outrange Ashe. A lot of things are just passively better. By simply existing, you exist much better than the opponent in this game. So if you can if you can understand what's your win condition and identify it and try to stick to it, not change comp and win condition all the time, you are probably gonna do much better than what we've seen, which was a bit of a mess. That's fine. That's your first scrim together. I have no doubts that you're gonna improve really fast. We're gonna
Also, like a step further is to identify the enemy's win condition, so you can counter the way they play. So if they're gonna, the win condition is they play dive, they go and play inside double. You can
But
play around like the wins
but
and dive.
let's do it gradually, because it's
Yeah.
you're not gonna instantly turn to better players. You're gonna have to focus on one thing at a time to improve. Okay, I think you the main thing you wanna improve now is understanding why you pick your heroes in some comps, and what it impacts, how it impacts your win conditions, and a little bit of understanding of the synergy, like the Echo Baptiste, please. It's kind of dumb. Uh, no, a little bit of understanding the synergies, a little bit of understanding the win conditions, and that should already make you already much better, all collectively. Um, and yeah, if you can pull this in the next scrim, like if you hard focus next scrim on understanding what's your win condition, you're probably gonna see progress, and you're gonna have a much less chaotic map and much more interesting maps to discuss. Um, of of course, the you guys have not played a lot before together, so it's gonna take some time. I wouldn't be too worried about that. But yeah, you have a lot of improvement to do if you wanna become better players. I don't know if it's the objective of every single one in the team, but as a matter of fact, I think yeah, I've seen some good things, and I think you can be a good team. So yeah. On these words, do you have anything to add?
No, I think so good.
Yeah, I think we end this. I'm saying you goodbye, and probably to the next time. I don't know
Yeah.
when it would be. Probably next
Saturday.
week. Nah, Saturday I can't. I've
I
already
will
said
join on
yesterday.
Saturday.
Yeah, okay. I won't. You, you you're probably gonna see Favor Saturday, but not me. So yeah. See you next time.